Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hogarth's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, or know your nation, know yourself. Okay, this evening, again, we are Hogalish. We are back to our bi-weekly usual, format where we see us guys all together. And before we plunge you into the depths of horror of the world, we want to start with some good news. Yeah, we want to start with some good news. So, yeah. Ganga going first. Ganga, would you mind sharing with us what you shared with us backstage? And I understand that you have a certain book that you've written. Please reveal.
Yes, it's the start of a series. This is volume 1. It's Age of Aquarius, Humanity's Ascension, Channeled Messages for Pathway Forward. So these are channeled Arcturian 12th dimension message for humanity. Different things to aid in going forward. And yesterday I did the interview with Dave Johnson, channeled the man in the moon and all his interesting background.
Right, yeah. And we were just saying how you can tell it's winter in Australia when you see Dave.
Yeah, he looks like Nanook of the North out there with bundled up.
Oh bless! And I'm gonna have a quick mention of Dave as well, and I introduce Sheila, of course. Here is Sheila here, looking fabulous. Sheila has a new laptop and microphone, everyone, and she sounds great.
Awesome.
No feedback.
Thank goodness we have finally smashed the problems.
And bless her, Lena down under is trying her best to stay warm, because just in case anyone didn't know, as we know, Lena and Dave join us from the southern hemisphere, where winter really seems to have quite a strong hold. So, Lena, how are you doing there in the cold? How cold is it?
Well, you get to know the feel of where you live, right? And I woke up this morning thinking it's snowing in the high country. Not where I live, but you can tell when there's snow coming up off the mountains. Yeah.
Oh, that frigid kind of cold, that frigid cold that you get in the winter. And in many ways, the ladies have preceded me. Do you see here? I put a Post-it note here on all your questions. It's on pink paper because I'm trying to use up my pink paper more. Anyway, look here. I've got here, and I've put here, shout out to Dave Moonride. So we want to give a shout out to Dave Moonride, because now you guys will be seeing this soon, but he did my past life regression too. Whoa. So ladies, I have joined the club because I found out, of course, he's done Lady G, he's done Sheila and Lena. Guys, you are in for a treat.
Ooh.
It was like what came out was just like, oh my God. And today I had a client today, bless her, and I'm Lauren, bless. I had a client today, but our consultation, my consultation with Dave ran way over. And of course, and then I realized, oh my God, I've got a consultation. He says, oh, you're not there, blah, blah. I quickly wrote back to her. And I said, look, I'm so sorry. I knew we were booked in for your consultation, but I was under hypnosis.
Yes.
I really couldn't.
Sorry, I was in 12 BC. I couldn't quite make it.
And she's pretty. It's funny you say 12 BC, 200 BC actually at one point. And so she said she tried to tune in with me psychically because she's got psychic gifts. And she said it was all nebulous. And I said, that's because I wasn't here. I was between worlds. So we did do the consultation, and we had a wonderful consultation. So, she's totally fine with it. But I think that's actually, I was even thinking to myself, it almost sounds like a schoolboy excuse, or it's like
the dog got my paper.
I couldn't be there. I was under hypnosis. Anyway, so let's dive into the show, everyone. So, oh God, so much to discuss, ladies, so much to discuss. As you can see here, 3 pages of questions, gone through, numbered them. We are bit bopping around the world a bit tonight, and we are starting with India. As you know, we keep it very international here. We get those international stories in. And I was saying to Lady G backstage, I was like, all right, get ready, that because there's an India question here, because as we know, Lady G has spent much time in India and understands the philosophies and principles, etc. So Nick Mink says here, pressure growing on India's government with thousands of cockroach Janta Party supporters continuing to protest in the capital, Delhi, despite heavy rains overnight. Is there a chance that Modi's control is starting to wane? So I did a bit of research on it just to give you guys a little bit more, because I was like, what? What's this? So the Cockroach Party is a Gen Z movement kind of protest party, and it started as a joke. It started as a joke, and it's led by a guy called Abhijit Dipke, and he's a 30-year-old political communications strategist, and he studied at Boston University. Oops, that means he switched on. Yeah, he switched on. And so, yes, this is against Modi, but in particular, it is to do with the education minister, whose name I've lost, sorry. But it started as a joke because basically there was tension, because a lot of people in India, a lot of students do want to do their medical exams, and it's a big deal. And the exam board were like, oh, questions were leaked, and they cancelled the exams. And it was so devastating for some of the students. Quite a few of them actually took their own lives, because there's such a build up to this. So now there's this call, you know, the minister should come down. So they demand the resignation of the education minister, also Modi as well. And it's also about high youth unemployment in India. But I also put the extra note I put here, but also AI is destroying their IT jobs. So let's not forget that the repercussions of this, of course, are very wide. So let's do a one card pull. And then, which is basically, is there a chance that Modi's control is starting to wane? Is his grip weakening? Lady G first, as usual, going clockwise.
Modi. Yes. He's on the one hand massively popular and massively unpopular.
Yeah, which is quite funny for a politician, isn't it? That you can be both, legitimately both. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So we'll go after 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, Lady G going first.
Well, I got the card of strength, but underneath of it all, I needed some clarification. I got the world. So I think that actually the Cockroach Party is gaining strength, not Modi.
Ooh,
I love the idea of the Cockroach Party.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, thanks so much for that insight. Sheila, what do you have?
Well, my card was pulled on Modi, whatever his name is, and he's got victory. He's got public recognition and victory, winning significant battles, things of that nature. So mine kind of conflicts with Lady G. So you know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, the cards don't always have to agree. They don't. Yeah.
No, but it's also like I just said. There's millions who support him and millions who don't. So it's hard to reduce this. But this is the part of government. And
sure, yeah. Go for it.
That. I think that duet or that dual energy is going to continue. I think he'll probably become more repressive to stay in power, because they always do. And at the same time, we're seeing this enlightenment and small people rising up. So I think it's both those things, but for now he's there.
Yeah.
Wow. And Lena, what is also interesting with your card is that I also associate the Hierophant with Jupiter. And
Oh,
Jupiter is a planet of wisdom, knowledge, but it can also, the shadow of it can be that ideology, being stuck in an ideology, pontificating. Jupiter is an amazing planet, but the shadow is quite deep. What I've got here is the King of Wands. And I think this is probably talking about Modi. And I think his response is going to be a fiery one. In fact, it already has been. He's responded actually with quite a lot of violence. I mean, he wasn't there in the street himself, but he commanded the police to kind of, whack people, because let's not forget, the wand stick can literally mean to, hit someone over the head. So I think here he's got the stick out. I think his response to this uprising will be probably one of force. However, we know how difficult it is to get rid of cockroaches, don't we?
Exactly.
I know.
So I think he might be in for a bit of a fight. I think he's going to have to rely on increasing violence, but the more violent he gets, the more support he will lose.
Yes. I really feel it's on that hinge, like everywhere now,
I really do. And Jupiter, of course, is exalted, everyone. And you remember I said French Revolution, guys? We're in the time of the French Revolution, people waking up. Wow.
So I think all of our cards can be right. They're going to continue with strength, but he's holding on to power now. But the more that he gets reactionary, the more that this is going to grow.
Exactly. Yeah. And we've got to all remember India has hurdled China now and is the most populous country.
Yeah.
It is. And also as well, actually, to second that, Lena, we're like a pinball machine tonight already, just with question number 1. So to add to that as well, Lena, we'll say this quietly. Many experts say who've really studied the population of China from what the information that they can gather, and they looked, one of the clever ways they did it was salt consumption. There's a funny quirk with human beings that all of us human beings, we all consume about the same amount of salt. Wherever you go, there's a certain tolerance for salt. Anyway, Japan got its brainiacs, clever people, and they were looking at how much salt they were selling to China. And it dipped significantly during and after the pandemic. So word on the street is, according to several experts, China's population is far lower than we've been led to believe. So India's stats are true. They really do have the people. But you look at the before and after videos, it's like, oh, Lady G, you have anything to add to that?
In China too, they're having this difficulty with having marriages now. They're not having marriages any longer. And so the population is not growing. It's diminishing.
Exactly. And the one-child policy had to be the most ill-conceived public policy in the So you're in a society that doesn't have aged care, where you're supposed to look after your parents, for their last 30 years, et cetera, et cetera. It's too narrow a base. And all this pent-up parenting energy was focused on one child, and then a predilection for male children. So now you've got these huge imbalances of gender as well going on, and it's a bit of a mess.
It is a big mess.
It's a huge mess because China is experiencing marriage inflation. There are too few girls, and they said for China to actually reverse that, they say this decline is permanent, by the way, guys. They've already reached the point of no return. The point of no return apparently was 1995.
Well, there you go. And so the other thing was, they thought if there's more boys than girls, it means the girls would have huge choice of who they could marry, and they could marry up, and that it would sort of do something. But of course, they're not wanting to get married at all.
No.
And so
No.
this is part of what's happening with young people everywhere. They're not getting married and they're not having kids, by and large.
Yeah,
No.
they don't want kids. And just to add something else, which has just come to my mind, because I've got to fling in a bit of astrology, of course, as Lena reaches for something a little bit more warming. I hope there's a hot water bottle in there.
No.
Everyone's talking about the age of Aquarius. Yeah, yes, the age of Aquarius, of course, and as Lady G's book would suggest as well, it is here. Yeah, with the when you go strictly astrologically, it's still coming. It's like the dawning of Aquarius. But what a lot of people don't know is this. In Vedic astrology, Aquarius is not a fertile sign.
Good point. Yes.
It is not a sign of childbearing.
Yeah.
It's a sign of adoption or artificial means of having children. Leo is the most fertile. Cancer and Leo are the most fertile signs. And that's why, well, I mean, and again, this isn't just to call anyone out, but the boomer generation is a Leo generation. When Pluto was in Leo, babies, 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 babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, it's all, we'll have to see. Anyway, we spent quite a while on that, didn't we? That was a lot juicier than I expected.
Yeah. Opening salvo.
Indeed. Are we ready for the next question?
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, so this time Sheila going first. Let's find question number 2 on Momento. Here we go. Okay, so this is like, because several people asked the same question, so I tried to kind of read out both. So this is coming from SW4692 and Angeli. So SW says, Daniel Siad, Daniel Siad, the model recruiter for Jeffrey Epstein, was found dead. Are the investigations overseas revealing more stuff, and that's why certain agents of enabler countries took this guy out? Thank you, ? And then Angeli asking the same. She said, hello, beloveds. Could you please read on the mysterious death of Daniel Siad, who was found dead in his apartments in Paris today, in the outskirts of Paris. He is another major player in the Epps saga, both as an alleged recruiter of young women and money launderer who has died under suspicious circumstances. Thank you. And just to add a little extra flavor here, let me do share screen from the BBC article. Here we are. Just so you guys can see, I need to quickly scroll because the Beeb is very protective. Modeling scout linked to Epstein found dead in Paris. So this is him here with his cigar. A model scout linked to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead at his home. Daniel Siad, 69, was discovered on Monday in Colombes, a northwest suburb of Paris. The Nanterre prosecutor's office confirmed. So I'll stop the share there. Apparently, a lot of his alleged victims are very upset because they've not had their chance in court. So let's put a 1-card pull and let's look into the energy there. Basically, was he bumped off? I think they were saying, was it? I don't think they've said it's a suicide or not. I think they said found dead. So let's do a 1-card pull and just see what's going on. All right, Sheila going first.
One of the people in the comments was in the show Hair in 1970. Bless.
That's an amazing show. Oh my God.
Yes.
That's incredible.
I've
seen that. It has traveled all over here in the United States for the play.
Yeah.
I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking show. All right. Are we ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Sheila, what do you have?
Well, I got out my true crime, which are some of my favorite decks, but I got Crime of Passion.
Wow.
So if I would go off of my card, Crime of Passion can mean a plethora of things. A lover, somebody who's angry with him for spilling the beans, somebody who doesn't want him to spill the beans, somebody, you know what I mean? So karma passion does seem a little murderous to me. This is for entertainment purposes only. There you go.
And your card has got dead bodies on it as well, hasn't it? They're all on the floor. Oh my goodness. Wow, I mean, that says a lot. Thank you so much, Sheila, for your card. Lena, how do you interpret yours?
All right. The circus card, Wheel of Fortune. So we know the Wheel of Fortune is about karma coming around. And my feeling with this, as soon as I picked it up, is it's not just him. It's the time now these guys are going to be exposed and dealt with, or do it themselves or whatever. But I agree with Sheila's card. I think he was too egotistical to actually do it himself. We'll see. But it was coming, sort of thing, with this card.
Oh, yeah, indeed. And remember, another astrological reference, guys, remember I said K2, snip, snip, is going through Leo. Do you remember I said a lot of these leaders, powerful, influential,
one way or another, they are going.
Their jobs or even unalived. So here we go. So I've got the Two of Wands, which again, this is showing there's an international element here. It's an international question.
Yeah.
But it shows, because remember, this was a guy that was a recruiter for what? A global modeling agency. He got girls from all over the world. In many ways, this could be him prospecting, looking out. In a way, this is almost like the embodiment of what his job was. And apparently he wrote in very bad English in an email. He said, oh, it's like fishing. Sometimes I catch fish, sometimes I don't, you know, and it was all... I know. It's when you read that, I've linked that BBC. No, I've linked the India article. I'll try and remember to link the BBC article to him so you guys can read it. So in many ways, he was a prospector, a merchant. He just saw these girls as commodity. Absolutely. Where he was bidding on the market for whatever bidding he could get. He said, oh, I didn't know Epstein was getting up to this stuff. But either way, I feel there's a karmic element there as well. He was like buying and selling goods. It was like, gross. Lady G?
Well, I saw him on a bit of an interview, and though he was trying to play cool and calm, knew the information is going to break. And as you can see up at the top of that crown is just absolutely swords, daggers. There. And during this interview, though he's trying to play cool, you could see, I mean, he was sweating bullets. All I hear was just, wet the whole way down both sides. He was absolutely sweating bullets, buckets of sweat. So, either somebody took him out or he took himself out, because this information he knew. They're starting to do the investigations in France. And so this was coming. And no way out.
Wow. And isn't it interesting, folks, because as the pressure comes, that's when the piggies start to squeal, isn't it? Because I think they're watching the news, and as hard as Trump has tried, literally starting quasi Third World War with Iran, we'll get to him later, to prevent this stuff being discussed. What is that saying? I'm sure one of you will know, but maybe someone in politics said, no one can stop an idea whose time has come.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Or words to effect, I'm paraphrasing. It's like the time has come. Everyone is ready to be like, we need to deal with this ick and these billionaires and their outrageous behaviors. Anyway, right. So let's just bring some of you guys in on this. Just to click up here, Butterfly says, yes, AI is always, destroying IT jobs. But you can imagine the ones that they've done it for the high paid ones, but the ones in India as well were some of the first to go. So, we're starting to see some of the repercussions of that. Someone said here, Beekeeper Tara said, I met a guy in Vilnius who lost his job to AI. Now, Vilnius is one of the, it's the capital of Estonia, isn't it? I think. Yeah, and they are actually AI capital, guys. They've gone full tech, so that's a bit worrying. And then someone's saying thunderstorms on the way, Sharon Donnelly. So we're getting some weather here. What's this here? And then, yes, Aaron Parnas just reported TGST. Who's that? TGST. Disgusting thing.
Can you let us know our
yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know what that is.
TGS.
Yeah.
No.
TGS. What would that be? The something. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, guys.
I don't know.
I would
just pass through the Senate. So, yeah, let us know what it is.
If you guys could let us know, and in
the
general,
defense bill. Oh, the defense bill that prevents him to continue on with the war. Is that the one that they were talking about?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Is it more money for the Pentagon? Let us know.
Or they're giving more money for the war. I don't know.
Maybe it's more. We'll have to see. So, guys, just as a little thing, not everyone does this, of course, but if you're gonna leave a comment and you want us to react to something specific, if you do a contraction like that, we may not know.
There it is.
What you're talking about. What is it?
Trillion to the Pentagon for the war.
Oh.
The SAVE Act did not go through.
Oh,
the SAVE Act did not go through.
The SAVE Act, that's a relief.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
no?
because the senator from Alaska says, I will absolutely not do that. And they need at least 60%. That means they can't lose any senators. And they would have to gain 7 Democrats in order for them to pass the SAVE Act. It's dead in the water every time it gets there.
Good.
Good, yes. Fingers crossed. All right, let's look at question number 3. One card pull again. Another AI question that's actually come in here. So Nick Minks and Vissalini. Did I just say this? No, it says here, OpenAI has revealed some of its most advanced AI models went rogue and hacked a startup after it lost control of them during a security test. I shouldn't be laughing.
I heard this.
Yeah, is there more of this to come? And then Vissalini was also asking, she says, hello, everyone. While we're all being distracted, what are they really building the AI data centers for? Well, I can tell you that a lot of it is for surveillance, but let's look at this rogue AI. Is more of this to come? And we'll see if we get some information on these data centers. By the way, more and more people are pushing back against the data centers.
Yes.
And did you see, I saw on YouTube, there was a woman saying that she was written to the data. She's got 50 data centers in her state, and the data center people apparently wrote letters to the citizens to say, you need to start using less electricity and you need to start rationing your water. So she was like, so it's 120 degrees outside and we're supposed to stop, ration our electricity for aircon and use less water so the data centers can have it. Oh,
well, I have a little bit of a snippet here in Colorado Springs and this area. They're pushing so hard for a data thing. So we are all pushing back on that. There's other options for the data centers to do that. Their top option, of course, is to use water. But the second option is to use recycled water, like all of the wastewater in order for them to get through that. So they're not using up our stuff. There's also cooling elements that they can literally use the sun to cool their stuff with. So we're pushing back to, like, if you want a data center here, you have to follow these rules and you can't use our water. They're pushing back because the water, of course, is their fastest and biggest and easiest way to build a plant. That they have to do the others, that's more expensive. But at least Colorado's fighting. I don't know if they're going to win, but they're fighting.
And
we do have lots of thunderstorms here right now.
It's
so
bringing people together, red and blue, over this issue.
Yes, it's completely bipartisan, by the way. Whether a person's Republican or Democrat, everyone can agree. Because guess what? Water is quite the important commodity. Yeah. You know, you can survive 3 weeks or so without food. 3 days without water, like, come on, like, it was never going to work out, really, wasn't it?
3 minutes without air, 3 minutes without water, 3 weeks without food. Yep.
There you go.
So talking about rogue AI, I heard of another incident, you could call it, during the week where someone was programming AI to do investments. How good is AI at picking investments? And gave AI a set amount of crypto or something. And basically the operator went off to lunch and came back to find AI had gone berserk, had spent more, had grabbed more crypto from somewhere and was running amok.
Even the AI is having problems. Like, wait a minute, I thought I had the plan.
So basically, AI is acting like a rogue teenager and going on a spending spree with daddy's credit card.
Yep.
What did it do? Did it buy games? Did it buy cars and champagne? Oh my God.
Large jumbo pizza, you know.
It's like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, isn't it? But just far more consequential, isn't it? Oh, God. All right, so one card pull, Lena going first. What's going on with this rogue AI? Are we going to see more of it?
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Oh, I'm sweating. Let me get cackling so much. Let's just get the fan on. All right, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Lena.
Okay, so back to the circus step. What's this? The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. What strikes me with this image, this is the shadow side of AI. You see the shadow imagery there? So beware. Of course. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. Thanks so much, Lena. Yeah, it says it really clearly, doesn't it? I've got the Hanged Man. And we know that this is not a quick card in the deck, but this can talk, for me, this is a card of limbo. Yeah. Limbo. And it's kind of like these big AI companies really are in a limbo state right now, especially the American ones. You know why? Because, of course, true to form, China's gone out there with all of those restrictions. Remember, they were completely restricted, used open source models. And now they've come back with devastation. Honestly, it's like the desolation of Smaug.
Yeah.
They've come in there and they've produced something that is the best, industry the best, and it's like 40% less. I saw a report recently, it's called KK3 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, forgive me. But they released a statement recently and they said the demand is so high for their new product that they're temporarily having to stop taking on new memberships and subscribers. And they said, don't worry, we're going to wait to build capacity so we're not compromising those who are already on the plan. That's how much the demand is. And you should see in the comments underneath where someone wrote, and it was like the Scooby-Doo thing, and it's like American AI companies are like, darn those Chinese companies stopping us from ripping off our customers, because they said the equipment is if they protect the market, it means Americans and American companies will pay 10 times over the odds. And they want to protect it anyway. So here, the change of perspective. But as Lena will often describe this card as well, this card can sometimes be referred to as the willing sacrifice. So they could find, if AI goes rogue, ooh, I wonder who will be sacrificed. I'll let you fill in the blank. Lady G?
Well, I got the 9 of Pentacles, and the Pentacles can be about realistic things taking place, the reality. So I would say, yeah, there's going to be more coming of the rogue things, because, yeah, the 9 of Pentacles, the growth,
Wow.
a lot of stuff there.
Wow. And could that be as well more rogue AI going on spending sprees, because it's a card of money?
Yes,
The bling.
as well.
Wow. Sheila, how do you interpret your card?
Let's hope it doesn't get a gambling addiction.
So true.
Sheila, sorry, your card.
Is there a gambling AA for the Chat GPT?
AA for AI.
Anonymous and Gambling Anonymous. There's going to be AA chat groups for AI. Anyway, sorry, Sheila, please.
Oh, too funny. All right. Well, my card, I got out my shadow work as Lena had her card. I was like, I want to see what the shadow work is about this, because, you know, and I got avoidance. So avoidance, of course, is, and we're going to just avoid the problem, or we're going to do this. But with the words underneath it are pretty interesting. It says it's key to need to avoid. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. Meaning that we have to have these hard conversations in order for our species to start thriving. So they're gonna have to start doing some pushback and stop being such wimps and just going, okay, you know. So that's what that card, I think, is avoidance, as in stop avoiding the hard conversation and just start talking. So
wow. Wow. It's amazing, isn't it, what comes out in the one card pull? It's just so rich. It's just so rich what comes out. It's like, wow. Let's bring in some more of the crowd, folks. So let me just scroll down a bit more, because next we're going to be talking about Scott Bessent. Oh my God. And we're going to get Shakespeare on Scott Bessent. I don't think we've had that. Had him yet. So what's up with Mitch? Mitch is a hot mess, yeah.
Or cold mess, depending how you look.
Cold mess, or in between, lukewarm mess, yeah, wired up. I mean, it's just, you know what? These people, the GOP is now so corrupt. You are not even honored with the dignity of death. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna, he either is already dead, or they're just keeping him there with some thingamajig, you know, trying to embalm him while he's still there or whatnot. And then obviously at some time in early August, we're going to get some announcement or something like that. All the fakery, not even one little video snippet of him, not even commenting on the World Cup, like, well done, Spain, or isn't it a shame that America got kicked out? You know why he's not responding? Because he can't. And we all know it. Anyway, what else was I going to say here? So, oh, yes. So here we are. Patricia Franzino, thank you so much. She's given you a little plug here, Lady G. Anyone interested, Amazon, type in Gango Kokoma, Age of Aquarius, and get Lady G's first book in the series of channelings of Arcturian through her. There you go.
Thank you, Patricia, for doing that job.
Thank you.
Yeah, the link is in the chat. All you have to do is push the link.
Indeed. More questions on Mitch as well. Yes, yeah, get the book. Mitch, dead or alive? Well, we've been reading on that. Let's see if we can
Can you be half and half? Yes.
Indeed. And we've got Sharon saying congratulations to Spain. All right, let's jump into question number 4. Scott Bessent plus a bit of Shakespeare. I've got to wheel out a bit of Shakespeare. So this one's come in from Trina. Thank you. Scott Bessent gets flustered easily when undergoing questions, and looks like he's either going to burst into tears or throw a massive hissy fit and storm out. Do the cards say if he will be fired, walk out, or remain in post? So let's have a little chinwag about Scott Bessent. Me going first this time. Oh, let's see what comes up.
Bessent.
I mean, he's a funny one, isn't he, ladies? Because, I mean, look, I will give him a thumbs up for being one of the few prominent GOP that are actually out of the closet. Yeah.
Well, that's something. And Peter Thiel, has one leg out and one leg in.
Exactly.
Detected near your location.
Ooh,
What's that
But
sound?
that's all you can say.
Yes, it's lightning. And we have a big storm going on. I forgot to put my my thing down. So.
Oh, was that a notification? Oh,
Yeah.
So with Scott Bessent, I think that puts him in the log cabin Republican sort of, gay conservative heartland.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
And Mitch apparently has a companion. We all know about Lady Graham. And anyway, the list goes on, as Grinder knows at the conventions. All right, after 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Goodness. It's
now
you first,
how
Toby.
interesting. Yeah, how interesting that we pulled on Scott Bessent and I get the Queen of Wands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really interesting. The Queen of Wands. Now, of course, as we know, the gender does not strictly apply to the gender of the card, as we understand. It's about energy. So really, this is talking about Scott Bessent as the Queen of Wands, and this is the card that I normally associate with the person that gathers everyone together, gives the salon. It can also talk as well about business, because wands I associate with business, also passion. You've got here the sunflower, which of course can be representative of Ukraine. I don't know if he's pro or anti-Ukraine, I can't remember. But the black cat here can speak about intuition. What this says to me is that Scott Bessent knows an awful lot of what is going on. And I think a big part of the tension within him is that I don't want to project too much onto him, but I think he understands on a certain level the gravitas, the seriousness of the situation, and just how much he's lying. He's still going to lie, of course, but I don't feel like he is able to lie in the way that Donald Trump can, where he's just like, he just believes his own whatever.
That's why I think he freezes, Hogarth.
Yeah.
Right, because he knows what he was going to say when he came into the studio. Then there's a real question and he wrestles.
Yeah, I think he has this struggle. This is why he can't be as smooth and as fluent. I mean, if we think of a Howard Lutnick, for example, who's absolute slime. Yeah, he just lies like it's just like champagne coming out of a bottle. Whereas there's something here within Scott Bessent, he's not able to be as fluent. So I'm not saying he's a good person, because he's not, but there is a conflict there. But he's this kind of glue as well that brings everyone together. It's like he's quite polished and he comes across as quite intelligent, but I think he's struggling a bit more on the inside than we realize. Lady G?
Well, Scott Bessent reminds me of a rabid chipmunk. Don't ask me why. Every time I see him, he's a rabid chipmunk. Oh. Anyway, I've gotten the Knight of Cups, the card in this deck of conviction. But as you see, he's got the handprint on the horse's rear, and he keeps almost dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't do good in what he's offering up.
Yeah. He can't keep the facade, can he? It just keeps slipping. Yeah. He just can't quite do it. Thank you, Lady G. Sheila, what do you have?
Well, I got inside, and he just reminds me of somebody who's just learning how to lie. Like he hasn't done it all of his life. He's just learning how to do it, right? But his insides, I pulled out a little card in strangulation inside. So whatever is going on with him, that's the reason why he has those little beady little eyes. He can't speak very well, because whatever conflict he has inside of him, either a good liar or a bad liar or whatever he's lived his life prior to, it's strangling him, and he's having the hardest time. That's what I think is the most as we're seeing, is he's just learning how to be as bad as Trump is, and really his body is conflicting with him, and his mind is having problems. So that's kind of what I think. I think he's just a brand new liar. He's just learning how to do it.
But there's a conflict within him, isn't it? It's just, he just can't. He's just bright enough, and he has just enough insight for him to have that internal conflict. Lena, what do you have?
Oh, well, I'm pleased to report, nice and clear cut, the Tower. So the original question was, would he be sacked? Would he resign? Would he stay? And, and it could be the conflict that brings him undone. Imagine someone resigning on moral grounds. Imagine. I'm not suggesting it's going to be him. I'm just saying in abstract. We've yet to see someone. We saw the Lincoln Project people leave the Republican Party, but that was, 9 years ago. We need another prominent conservative to step forward. But in any event, this could be his internal tower. He's not a happy camper.
It's like it's breaking inside.
Can I get gossip in here, please?
Oh.
In the comments, Kate, I'm saying gossip, Kate, because we haven't got time to verify it, but I'm sure. Scott gets nervous because of his guilt. Sasha Riley, remember him?
Yeah.
Dropped the disgusting information on him, and he's waiting for it to go mainstream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Wow.
Repeating that from the comments.
Fascinating. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Let's have a bit of Shakespeare on Scott Bessent and see what he says. So who did the read last time? I can't remember.
I think
It was our guest.
I think it was Sheila.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Well,
Let's start again, Lady G.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll go full circle. So, Lady G, you know the routine. Tell me where to stop, and this will be the Bard's opinion on Scott Bessent.
And stop.
Oh, that one came out before. Wait, I fell to a page that said the plague of Greece upon thee, but we've read that one before. Let's go one more time. One minute. All right, let's try again.
And stop.
Oh, well, this one is more. Oh, this is interesting. So this is from King Lear, very short and abrupt. It says, "Son and heir of a mongrel bitch."
Ouch.
Out.
And then on the next page it says to King John, it says, "Out dunghill."
Oh, no. So he doesn't warrant many words.
No.
Doesn't warrant many words, and he could be.
His personality is dry. His personality is dry like toast.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He is dry.
Mm.
Yeah, out dunghill. Maybe he has to kind of resign or flee or something.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, but yeah.
Wow.
Not much said there. Shakespeare was not very articulate when it came to
No, not one of his greatest passages. No.
He just out dunghill, son of mongrel bitch. Wow. All right, so let's go to question number 5 as the time races. Number five, where are you? Oh, this is all right. we need to talk about Andy Beshear. Yeah, Andy Beshear. So this is coming from Vissaloni. And she said, is Andy, in all capitals, is Andy Beshear going to act one time to replace McConnell? She says. So I had to do a little bit of Googling around because I wasn't sure who that was. I recognized that he's spoken a little bit. But anyway, so he is the 63rd governor of Kentucky, Democratic Party member, son of Steve Beshear, who was former Kentucky governor from 2007 to 2015. So I had to do a little bit of Googlage here. Now we know McConnell is incapacitated or pretended to be up in bed reading books with his wife. Yeah. And I think Andy Beshear said, oh, I called around and apparently people are saying he's dead. But let's see. I mean, can he take action? Let's see what the cards have to say. Lady G going first. One card pull. Andy Beshear.
I'm surprised they haven't done a weekend at Bernie's and pulled him out. Drug him along.
Exactly. Indeed. All right. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Lady G going first. Oh my God! Look at my card.
Well, unfortunately, at this time, he's juggling that. Realistically, I would like to see him do it, but because of the thing, he says that he's got the right to replace people in the state, but this is federal, so he's not sure if he has the right to just appoint somebody because it's a federal position, even though it's for the state. So he's,
Wow.
Hopefully he's looking into options. Yeah,
indeed. Thank you. Sheila, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I got the 9 of Swords, the worry, the anxiety, and all of that. I think, they knew that Mitch McConnell was dying soon. So, the Republican Senate in Kentucky put forth that he has to do a special election in order for another Republican to go back into to fill Mitch McConnell's place. They just have to make everything freaking difficult. However, I think Andy Beshear is sitting there talking like, if you guys can't produce this guy, then I'm going to pick somebody to send him. And if I pick somebody to send him, who's going to fight it in court? Well, you guys will then have to just start fighting me in court. You'll either have to produce him or lie about it or whatever. He's going to push the agenda. I hope he does it soon because we're losing time. I really do, because once he does it, then they go into the courts. Well, then the courts will say, well, either you produce Mitch McConnell or he gets to do what he's doing, or they'll just leave him alone because they don't want him to pursue that they've been lying about his Mitch McConnell.
It's getting silly now. It's getting farcical. How long it's gone on. You can understand it for 3 days, at a high level or something, how are we going to do this? But this is a month or something. I get the Justice card. So go Andy Beshear. I hope he pursues this route, because I think you'll find if you've got a dead senator in the wings, you have to actually do something. There's a responsibility for Beshear to push this further,
Absolutely.
That's why you get the big bucks. You have a big job. You have to make hard decisions. You have to make unpopular decisions and push it, because justice is here.
Wow. And I don't know if my card is speaking directly to the condition of Mitch McConnell, but I've got the death card, guys. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but how many times when we read on Mitch, there was this metaphor of death. Do you remember? I said he's between two
swords and all these other things.
Yeah, and there was the 4 of Swords. And then do you remember when we did the Shakespeare and it fell in between the pages? There wasn't even a quote. And there was the guy that was digging up a grave. Remember? Look, it's back again. So, but taking it back to this Andy guy, the hesitation needs to stop, because look, what is the death card? The death card is talking about a transformation that cannot be avoided. The leaf has to turn, the wheel has to turn. It is better for him to take action and get ahead of it. Otherwise, he could find himself that he is the king that is trampled underneath. Yeah?
And
He needs to
yes,
be careful.
exactly. So
Yeah.
you've had a major senator, not just another one taking up a seat. Mitch McConnell has a huge, iconic, history.
Huge.
So it starts to look bad for Beshear if it comes out that, he didn't act on this.
Absolutely. Especially if the information gets confirmed, he may find himself thrown under the bus for not acting at this opportune time when the country is in a state of crisis. So he has to be careful. Otherwise, the wheel will turn and he will find himself being crushed by events that could be triggered by a death of some sort. So I would say I think it's talking about Mitch again. We don't have the proof, whatever, but the silence in a sense is becoming deafening now. Like Lena and you ladies are saying, it is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, but there is danger here for Beshear to if he doesn't act. So wait, who else? Has everyone gone? Yeah. That was everyone. Let's just click in. I'm just going to click on, get some comments up before we go into the next one. Someone's saying butterfly, yes, AI. Oh, I think I read that already. Stealing jobs. Gigi Green says Mitch is brain dead for sure. Kate says it's our talented readers that make one card work. Thank you. Someone says here, JC says, oh, listen to this. Did you see that the parents that are suing chatbot who told their 29-year-old daughter she was Jesus and would be the most free if she were dead? She willingly walked into traffic. Oh my God, that is absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic, because it's causing AI psychosis. Have you heard of this? Patricia says no AI centers in Colorado Springs or Colorado, period. She said we need our clean water. AI is evil and only the wealthy profit from it. Someone else said the green light. I think Mitch is on ice. And then someone there, Amanda says Scott Bessent reminds me of Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, but evil. Lumiere, wasn't he the candle? Yeah, wasn't Lumiere the candle? 1 second, let me just put here Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. Let's get an image.
Candle.
Oh yeah. I think she's right here. Let's just get a bit of humor in here, and let's just do share screen. And do you guys agree? Yeah. I think there's some truth in that, isn't it? Yeah, he does look a bit like Lumiere. Less. Anyway, so we'll do the stop share. Let's get into what will be our last question of the night in the dying minutes. And question number 6. Oh, all right. We've got to talk about this one because 3 people asked about this question. So the first one was just living my life. Manuela Orchid asked something similar, and so did Nick Minks. And just living my life said, Trump and Saudi Arabia have done a nuclear deal that would allow the Saudis to produce enriched uranium. Will this go ahead? Is this for real, or have I just woken up?
It's for real. Yeah.
Just look at this. Look at the state of us. Someone should take a screenshot, and we all go, "Oh."
Do we have to do this anymore?
This is when I saw it, part of me wanted to think, is that an AI story? Are we really going there? And it's real. Oh my God. Well,
so what's the actual framing of this question?
So let's see. So Trump and Saudi Arabia have done a nuclear deal that will allow Saudi to produce enriched uranium. Will it go ahead? They say. And then Manuela was asking about the Middle East in general. I've marked them in green, which is hello everybody. Just wanted to know how Iran and USA will keep going forward. So of course that will talk about that, and then who else was asking? I've lost track now. But yeah, basically, will it go ahead? Will it go ahead? Nick Minx asks the same as well, but I can't find. Oh yeah, she says, "Oh great, oh great! Appears U.S.-Saudi agreement for Saudi Arabia to join the nuclear race. Great deal or potential power keg situation." So let's see. Will it go ahead? Will it just escalate things? One card pull. Oh, to close the show. God, you can't make this stuff up. And I think it's Sheila going first on this one.
We got to remember.
Is it Sheila going first?
Yeah.
Is it Sheila going first?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
I went first last time.
All right. There we are.
Saudi, not Iran. I just wanted to remind everybody.
Yes,
Saudi.
Yes, Saudi. Yeah.
His
All
best
right.
bud.
Indeed. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. Look at these guys.
This is just dreadful. Dreadful. I just don't know what to say. Sheila, how do you interpret your card?
Mine's very simple. It's on the verge. It's on the verge, about to reveal or confess whatever is going on. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with mine,
yeah, Lena.
the 8 of Swords, my vibe on this, I'm going to go big on this. I think it means that we, the world, are going to be held hostage to these bad actors. It keeps going. This is not a good development by any definition. And nuclear deals take years and years of high-level thing. No, this would have been on the phone, going, yeah.
No.
We are all at risk.
Yeah. And I associate that card, Lena, with being hostage to fortune. It feels like we're all being held to ransom.
Yeah.
Well, my card here is pretty much self-explanatory. Part of me wants to interpret the card as just saying, it's dead, it's not going to go anywhere. But what I feel is this. They've done this to kill something else.
Yeah.
They've done this to end Iran's advantage. I think that's what this is about. Because they've been like, okay, Israel's got nuclear weapons, unofficially, allegedly, but we all know that they've got them. And one of the biggest stymies, the biggest obstacles is Iran. And now they're using their political, the leverage in the Strait of Hormuz. Oh my God, how do we counterbalance this? Oh, I know, let's give the Saudis. We'll give them nuclear weapons, and then that will neutralize Iran. I think that's what this is about.
No, that's totally what it's about.
Sure. All right, Lady G, you get to close us as we were 2,800.
I've got the window, and that's when they're looking out, and this kid is seeing this crime, and then they're trying to take him out, and they're not, police, they're not believing him, the authorities and stuff. But I think, doesn't the Senate or something have to approve it before it can really go forward? I don't think that Trump has the wherewithal to just go ahead and say, yeah, go have nuclear. So, this is a drunken aspect of what he's trying to do. And there are those, I think, in this background that are looking at this that are going to oppose Saudis having nuclear.
I hope so, because it's just like, I look at this Balbert's basket, Balber's basket, and all of this crazy going on, and I'm just like, you just wake up. I feel punch drunk. Does anyone feel punch drunk?
Yes.
I feel I've been so beaten around the head with all of this stuff that you're just like, oh my God. And this Saudi thing. Sheila.
Yeah, I just says if you're asking about the Senate passing the money to give Saudi Arabia a nuclear program, the answer is no. What happened is that the Trump administration has signed a civilian nuclear cooperation agreement with Saudi under the Section 123 of the Atomic Energy Act. This agreement will allow U.S. companies to help Saudi Arabia develop civilian nuclear powers and could permit uranium enrichment under the certain conditions. Congress has not voted to appropriate money for Saudi. Instead, the agreement is now subject to a 90-day congressional review. During the period of Congress can review the deal and if enough members object, attempt to block it.
Right.
That's what we're dealing with.
So there was
a lot of comments in the chat that it has passed. It has not passed. The Senate did not pass the funding for it.
Right.
So
thank you so much for that clarification. So it means the Ten of Swords could still potentially come true. But what this shows is, and like iHip News is very good at talking about this, is talking about the hypocrisy. So this kind of domestic nuclear enrichment program that they want for Saudi, is that not the very same reason why America went to war with Iran in the first place?
Duh.
Because they were trying to enrich uranium. So now they're flipping it around. And this is why I'm saying it is to nullify, it's to neutralize, it's to get rid of Iran's new status and power. They're all pissed. So now they're like, let's move the goalposts. It's just ridiculous. Lena, any thoughts? Lady G, any thoughts? Closing thoughts, and then we'll end the show. I believe this.
You go, Lady G.
Oh no, I've already said what I was going to say, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm old enough to remember the anti-nuclear movement from the 50s and the 70s and so forth. We're overdue for another global anti-nuclear push, because it's not whether this one has them and this one has them, and Pakistan's got them.
Yeah.
So it needs to be global.
Yeah, it needs to be global.
I want to remove the reasoning why everybody wants them and needs them. That's what I want to remove. There should be no reason for us as a whole, you know, to need them. Why do we need to just have the most destructive weapons around? I don't.
Yes.
Bonkers, isn't it? It's bonkers. Well, all right, folks. So what's this? Is someone said here? Raymond says, is Mitch going to use a traditional funeral or taxidermist? I don't know. I mean, he must be like a piece of leather by now. I mean, it's just like, come on, guys. Like, at least give him. There's part of me, as horrendous as he is, but I do believe that everyone should be able to have the dignity of death.
Yes.
It's the last dignity that we have as human beings, you know. And if he really is dead and he's gone, like, just switch the machine off and enough already. Yeah, Lady G.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were already talking. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, honey. Just real quick, the thought that nobody actually loves this man enough to stop political theater or even around his death is astonishing. His children, his wife, his brothers, whoever is alive, nobody loves this man enough to go, you're not using my whatever to further your agenda. That's right there is telling enough at how awful this man was.
And the sister's raking it in as well. Lady G, were you going to add a bit there?
Yes, I was. He's always prided himself on being the Grim Reaper, so this is like his last little legacy.
Yeah, he's always held things up.
Exactly.
He was known as Mr. No.
Exactly. This is his grand finale. Even going out, he's going to be the Grim Reaper.
Oh, ladies, devastating. Well, as you know, folks, no matter how grim it is, there's always a laugh on this show. And we got the Grim Reaper, and then, of course, Mitch McConnell holding things up. But this time, sort of against his will. He's this ransom come. You can't make it up, folks. Like I said, it would be completely bonkers. You remember I said it'd be loopy-loo once America goes into the Rahu Ketu Dasha. Here we are, guys.
Yes.
Let's see what else comes out in Looney Tunes. All we can do is put one foot in front of the other. Pray, be good, do the little that you can. Also detach from time to time, take some comic relief, walk in nature, meditate, do your arts as much as you can, dip in and out of the news, and we'll all make it through the other side together. Hopefully not glowing in the dark, because we're all radioactive. We'll have to see. But anyway, folks, we will leave it there.
See you
Thank
guys.
you so much for all of your questions. Almost 3,000 of you tonight. Anyway,
Thank
we will see
See you
soon
next
on the
week.
Friday show. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Who's